Bowser! And then they're going to eat me! Oh my god!
So long, Bowser!
We're back with more Left 4 Dead videos by popular demand, and this week we're going to the generic use of Easter egg hunting and hidden facts about the franchise that you may or may not know. These can be in-game Easter eggs making references to other popular franchises, real-world occurrences, and cut content.
Hello?
This isn't everything I have to offer on the topic, but they are interesting to say the least. This is Top 10 Easter Eggs and Facts in Left 4 Dead. Number 10. Cut Melee Weapon. A riot shield was originally intended to be a usable melee weapon, but right before the final version was released, it was cut. Its fully textured model still exists in the game, and you can obtain it only through console commands or in custom campaigns. Now, I can understand why they would cut it, because honestly it doesn't fit with the other melee weapons, and it would be a good way to shield yourself from the front to any infected. Now that would be overused and abused, so they replaced it with the police baton later on in the game's creation. Number 9. Dead Rising references. Now the guys at Valve aren't too stingy to reference their undead inspirations and gaming competitors in the market. Dead Rising being the precursor to rekindling the gamers' fascination with the zombie craze after Resident Evil fell off the map. Left 4 Dead has 2 references to the series, one being the Left 4 Dead 1 achievement Zombie Genocidist, in which the player must kill 53,594 zombies to receive the achievement Zombie Genocider in the first Dead Rising. In order to outdo Dead Rising 1, Valve included the achievement and added one more to the kill count. The other reference being a part of the wall scribbling that is found all over the Left 4 Dead universe, specifically in Chapter 2 of the passing campaign that reads, Otis, out of film, no helicopters, zombies too fast, not gonna make it. Frank West. Smiley face. Seems like Frank bit off more than he could chew trying to wander off into this incarnation of the zombie apocalypse. You might want to stay at the mall, Mr. West, or wherever you're rehashed in the future. Number 8. Spawning hordes in a few different ways. If you bang the local jukebox like our old friend Fonzie, you have a chance to hear one of a few songs, like Portal's Still Alive, but if you turn on to the song All We Wanna Do Is Eat Your Brains, and listen till the chorus where they sing All we wanna do is eat your brains, the zombie horde will automatically spawn at that point, and you'll be facing a couple dozen zombies to shoot down. Also, the same effect can be done if you spawn in as a tank in the 4th chapter of Dark Carnival. The gong crescendo can be activated not only by a survivor under the effects of adrenaline and melee weapon, which can be used to get an achievement, but if you square up the punch of the tank to the gong, you can summon your own horde to fight alongside you, so you and your infected team can have that extra edge. It works particularly well if you're playing tank mode. Number 7. Sequels. When Left 4 Dead 2 was announced at E3 2009, fan outcry against the game developed into a petition led by 2 people. Valve responded by inviting those 2 people, the starters of the petition, over to the headquarters to get a first-hand look at Left 4 Dead 2. Both founders were so impressed that they shut down the boycott 1 month later. Number 6. Coach Tyreese. Now, if you're a big fan of The Walking Dead, I'm sure you, like me, have had the thought of Tyreese, the token black guy on the show, that he is pretty much just like Coach. Well, he is. The voice actor for Coach is, in fact, Chad L. Coleman, the same actor who portrays Tyreese in AMC's The Walking Dead. Both have an affinity for sports and hacking away at the dead with blunt weaponry. It seems Chad just can't avoid fighting off the undead, but you can also find Chad L. Coleman in other roles, like his portrayal of Z in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, an underground dealer with heavy connections and a love for...
Hold up.
Number 5. Princess Zoe. Speaking of voice actors, Zoe has had her share of experience outside the Left 4 Dead universe. Jen Taylor, who voices the only appealing female of the franchise, sorry, no racist, I just find Rochelle annoying as hell. She also lends her voice to the Halo franchise as none other than Master Chief's cyber fetish Cortana. And when she's not killing zombies and telling a man in a multi-million-dollar suit what to do, Jen Taylor is voicing the woman that is tripping up the Mushroom Kingdom, none other than Princess Peach. That's right, she has a resume as a zombie-killing woman, a princess of a mushroom kingdom, and an AI whose boobs get bigger with every game. Now, that would get a lot of hits on Tinder. Number 4. Changes to the game internationally. Left 4 Dead 1's game cover was changed for the German and Japanese releases. The hand was changed to include the missing thumb and was made to look like it was tucked behind. This wasn't the only instance of Photoshop coming quick into play for international release. In Australia and the UK, the iconic Left 4 Dead 2 hand was turned around to look like a zombified peace sign, because in those countries, having 2 fingers up towards an individual is pretty much the same thing as giving the middle finger. Now in Germany, gore was completely taken out of the game, so there was no dismembering, no cutting off a head, nothing, no blood whatsoever. So they compensated for that and gave German players Counter-Strike weapons so they wouldn't be too, annoyed that there's no blood in a zombie game. Number 3. The Screamer, the most well-known cut special infected. During development, there was another special infected called the Screamer, donning a straight jacket. When attacked or agitated, the Screamer would run to a safe location and yell out a loud scream, calling out a horde of zombies. While it was cut, many things were retained from it. The idea of attracting hordes was given to the Boomer in the form of his bile. The concept of having to avoid an enemy completely or suffer the consequences was given to the Witch, and his scream was cut and given to the Hunter, and his maniacal cackle was given to the Jockey. Now they really tore into that special infected, but they put him to good use. Now I really couldn't have seen how he would have been useful in Versus, so Valve made the right decision. Number 2. Other cut special infected. Now, there was other stuff besides the Screamer that was cut during development. Some of these were actually cut while they were just concept art. These include an infected with a large colony of ants bursting from its stomach, likely to be found in the sewer. And we also had a slow but strong giant called Meatwall, which resembles a cross between a Boomer and a tank, so basically think a zombified Reinhardt that would absorb damage for the team. An infected named Claws, which was possibly intended to be a male version of the Witch, and an infected pig named Hellhog, likely intended for blood harvest. Now I don't know about you, but I'm glad they stayed clear of making zombified versions of animals. I do not like that concept whatsoever, and I think it should stay in the Resident Evil franchise. Number 1. Cabin in the Woods and Left 4 Dead. The 2010 movie Cabin in the Woods served to be a satirical look at modern horror movies and took many icons from many different franchises. Namely, for this list, you can spot a Boomer and Witch in the mass of horrific figures trapped in their glass prison. This was an under-the-rug talk between MGM and Valve to have somewhat of a trade between game and movie. Valve had been planning on to release a DLC campaign based completely on this horror comedy, but after MGM filed for bankruptcy, the idea was shelved and eventually scrapped. At least we still have Blood Harvest, and honestly, I'd love to see a Left 4 Dead movie. How about you? Honestly, I've been thinking about doing a video about what actors would be perfect for the roles of each of the 8 Left 4 Dead survivors. Who do you think would make good actors for each character? Let me know in the comments. Would you like to see a Left 4 Dead movie? Let me know in the comments as well.
Do you mind not shooting me, please?
Now, I know that's not all the secrets that Left 4 Dead has to offer and has hidden away. If you want more secrets and Easter eggs revealed, comment below and leave a like. And while you're at it, subscribe to Wow Such Gaming for more content. I have compiled clips of various glitches and bugs in Left 4 Dead 2 that you can explore, which will take over the Glitch Corner series since it's doing so poorly. If you want to see every glitch in the game, comment that below too. And if some Pokemon is your cup of tea, let me know. I have a full Ditto team ready for you to watch their copy and paste strategies. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Wow Such Gaming and follow us on Twitch for live streams of Left 4 Dead 2 and Overwatch. Until next time, this is Wow Such Gaming, and I want you to stay wow!